Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're here for the DragonTouch 4K review, that footage does start at 3:07. This is the second time we've been to Kalahari this year. We went to Kalahari in the Poconos for my husband's Christmas party, and this time we're going to Kalahari in Sandusky. We've been to this location once a year for the last couple years, and we actually got it as a birthday present for my mother-in-law. So the first day we were there, it was really packed. It was a beautiful sunny day, 90 degrees, and we were really just hanging out. We had a lot of drinks at Kalahari. It's super, super fun because there's lots of swim-up bars everywhere, and they make really fun drinks, and we had a whole lot of fun. I think it's one of the funnest places adults can go to, actually, because you don't have to drive anywhere and you can have fun and drink and go on water slides. I don't know what's more fun than that. There's also an arcade there with bowling, which I love duck pin bowling. And on the first day, we also ate at the new place that they have in there. It's called B-Lux. They also have the Pocono ones, and it's awesome. We love the food there. It's really good. The second day, we used my new DragonTouch 4K action cam. This is a knockoff, quote-unquote, dupe of the GoPro I learned online, and it was about $40 on Amazon. So it was the first time that I had ever used an action cam, and we got some point of view footage on the water slides, which we've also never done before. So here in a second, you'll see the DragonTouch camera footage. It starts at 3:07. I did want to mention at Kalahari, when you come in, you do usually have to wait 15 to 20 minutes to check in, especially on weekends, because it gets really, really busy. As you can see here, they do have the commitment to clean signs everywhere. When you're getting food, they do ask that you have a mask on. And when you're walking through the hotel, they do ask that you have a mask on. You can see that people have a mask, but if you are in a bathing suit, it doesn't seem like they ask you to wear a mask at all. So it's a little different than the other parks. There's also a sign coming up here that says you're not allowed to wear a mask, which I thought was interesting choice by Kalahari. You are not permitted to wear a mask on the slides, which is interesting because a lot of the parks do require you to wear the mask even on the rides and slides. So again, this was the first time that we've ever been in Kalahari in the summertime. So we were excited to ride this big slide tower over in the corner. They had one slide tower outside, but the line was so long. So we rode a couple of them out there, but we didn't get a chance to ride them all because we would have been waiting all day long. As you can see, this is now the DragonTouch 4K action camera. You can definitely see the difference. I wanted to show you iPhone camera, just an iPhone X Max camera versus the DragonTouch. You cannot go in anywhere that's not lit by sunlight, really, it seems, because the footage is extremely dark. Even in parts of the lazy river, the footage was really, really dark. It was very hard to see anything, so I would say definitely daylight and bright fluorescent light is the best. You can see here they have a huge arcade at Kalahari, which is really fun. I do love arcade games, and they have a huge arcade, but I just wanted to kind of showcase how the darker, dimmer lighting versus those look. This was the sign. No face coverings permitted. It's so funny. But yeah, they definitely had a keeper of the line out here, keeping people 6 feet apart. So I definitely will say that. He was only at the outside line though, and he definitely was keeping everybody apart from each other. This is a view of the outside. The DragonTouch camera was a little bit hard to keep putting back into the waterproof case because you actually have to take it out and put it back in. They do give you a Bluetooth wristband to help you use it when it's in the waterproof case, but the Bluetooth wristband isn't waterproof. So it's pretty much pointless if you are in the water with the camera, because, you know, obviously, oh, we just knocked over the lifeguard in that clip. That's why I kept it in. We accidentally knocked him over. I felt really bad. Anyways, so yeah, so it's a little annoying. You have to keep kind of taking it out of the case and turning it on, putting it back in the case and turning it off. And it is a little hard to connect to an iPhone. At least in my experience, I work with my phone all day at work, and I'm pretty experienced. I do media at my work, so I'm pretty experienced with computer things. My husband's in IT as well, and we could not figure out how to get the clips from the app to my phone. So we ended up putting them on cloud, we put the scan disc into my laptop, and then we updated them to the cloud. Then I had to download them from one of my cloud email addresses to my phone, which took forever. It took at least 2 hours probably to download all the clips. And so anyways, side note, it is a little bit difficult if you don't have that scan disc reader on your phone. They are only $10 on Amazon to get them to plug into your phone, but I didn't even plug it, so I did not get one of those. I just did it from the cloud. So you can see Kalahari has a really large wave pool that's fun. We didn't go in this time though because we were focused on the slides. You can see as I'm carrying this, it's almost like I didn't speed the footage up at all, but it's very unsteady compared to what I'm used to with my iPhone camera, and I'm still not very good. I'm not a pro yet at filming, but if you go back and watch any of my iPhone videos, it's not this shaky. There must be some sort of stabilizer program already loaded on the iPhone video, but with this, it was extremely shaky, just even looking at something normal. It almost looked like it was in 1.5 speed. It was pouring down rain the second day we were there. You could hear it. Good thing we went outside on the first day. Kalahari did seem to be a bit understaffed. When we go in the winter, it has been staffed where there is 2 people running this ride, because the line did take about 30 to 40 minutes to get on this slide, and the whole back area, which we'll show you here in a little bit, was closed. So it just seemed like they didn't have a whole lot of lifeguards. You can see this ride is crazy. Look at him just plop in there. I wanted to get a good point of view on this, but it's wild. I literally almost drowned. You would still see. Oh, as a side note, the date is wrong. Obviously, we went 2020, not 2018 on the upper left. When you jump, like, fall through the hole into the pool, this slide is crazy to get out of because you don't know which way you're at. You feel like you're drowning. You have to find the lifeguard. It's a pretty intense 60 seconds after you fall down. I feel like that lifeguard probably saves people from drowning like every other person. There's Joe. This ride, can I just please complain about these rides? So amusement parks, water parks, whatever, they keep buying these rides that aren't that great, but they are interactive virtual rides, okay? We spent 15 minutes, people spent 15 minutes trying to turn on, their things so they could track their score, and they don't work. Either of them didn't work. And it just, I know you coaster fanatics can feel me on this one. It drives me crazy when the interactive stuff on the ride doesn't work, because it defeats the whole purpose of the ride. And the rides aren't that good without the interactive stuff. Like, I could complain forever, but that, they took a really good ride out to put this storm chaser there, and then the fact that they let it be broke, like, and everyone went through this whole thing where you signed in, you want to get your score, it makes it really fun, and then you go through the slides and it's not even working, the music's not on, none of it was working on either side. So it's just, again, I know you coaster people can totally feel me on this one. I don't understand why the parks are getting these interactive things if they are not going to keep up with them and pay for them to get fixed when they break, because the ride is so awful without the interactive stuff working. Anyways, this is the last bit of footage for the DragonTouch 4K action camera. And at this point, I'm actually sitting down filming and my arm is resting on something. So I know it does look a little shaky. Again, it does seem like this camera is a little shaky. Even if you're as still as possible, it will still be a little shaky. Also, like I said, another bad thing was that it is a little bit hard to get all your footage from your camera to your phone if that's how you normally want to view your footage. Very easy to get on the computer. Obviously, you just stick the scan disc in the computer and it reads it, but more difficult on the phone. Another thing I did not love about the 4K action camera is the way that you had to turn it on with the waterproof case. That could be the same in all cameras, as I've never had or owned a GoPro, but I almost feel like I would rather, I'm laughing at Joe on this, I almost feel like I would rather just get a waterproof case for my phone than use the 4K action camera. Because of the quality of the footage, I just feel like the iPhone is so superior that it might even just be worth it to get a OtterBox style cover for that instead. But I hope you guys liked our footage of Kalahari. Like I said, we absolutely love Kalahari. We love going in the wintertime. It was really cool going in the summer. I like the outside part, but I still wish they would have staffed the inside. But as a side note, for a getaway for a couple or a little adult family trip, don't think Kalahari is just for kids, guys. Like I said, my husband and I, we go every year and we have so much fun. It is our absolute favorite place to go to in the wintertime. And it is expensive, so, you know, it's like a Christmas gift to each other kind of thing. And yeah, it's definitely super fun. So we will see you soon.